Hello and welcome back to Age of Wonders 4. We're continuing on our Fridge Freezer campaign. We've recently beaten back a few of the nearby infestations and are constantly being besieged as war is starting to break out on our western flanks as we're trying to find our allies, what we're doing, and what our plan is. We're 75 turns in. Things are going pretty well. We have a path to victory, but there's lots of other problems that we got to try to deal with in the meantime. Lots of little things standing in our way and not a simple path forward. We got to build up our armies and start getting some tier 3 units, tier 3, tier 4. That's really the next big step. We've got these great tier 1 armies, but they are starting to fall behind just in terms of like the world mobs. 75 turns in means we're starting to hit like 1,000-point armies here, and it's pretty difficult for tier 1 armies to get those numbers. So for example, we're going to take you out and we're going to put you in, replacing one of our arcanists now with a spell weaver. They get a nice big mount. They get dissonant weave, which cascades onto people. And they also get Arcane Conduit, which gives them combat casting points every single turn, which just means we can cast more per map. You, in the meantime... Well, I guess you can just hang out down here. We're at 900 points. I got to kill a 1,400-point army. We can farm up off the lobies in the meantime, though, and still get great value from all of this. There's lots of stuff for this guy to be farming. And this guy's going to come down and help him out with the rest. I got to make sure that we are making more spell weavers. Probably as our top priority, even over building stuff here. I hate to do that. You're going to heal one more turn, and then we're going to park you on that cave. Marching Winter is ready, which we're going to cast here in the hopes that it starts clearing out that mountain. Summon Astral Serpent is exploitable. Yeah, I got more gold than I have mana right now, so let's exploit that. And I'm actually going to cast one more Marching Winter. That way all 4 of our cities have it. You cast Blizzard on my scout. That's a bit rude. If I add more mounted units, you can solve the movement problem. Very true. Very, very true. The Juggernauts are nice because they give up 15 HP, but they also make us a lot easier to hit. So. Lier, a valid word for words. Thought liar, problem not being a native speaker. I mean, I don't know. English is one of these really funny languages where there's so many different words and none of them sound right. I make fun of a lot of languages. You know, I speak French. I'm learning French, and I think it is a very dumb language, but I'm never going to pretend like English makes any sense. True gibberish. Could leave the low tier ones in the city. Yeah, I mean, right now I figure like this guy's got an extra hero, so moving the low tier ones to a secondary army still works. They're all really high levels, so they still have value. That guy's just out of range for you. Yeah, all right, we'll come up here. We'll firm these. Wait a little bit on that HP. So I think you're good to plug this. In fact, you can probably come down and start gathering smaller armies here. That would be good. These guys don't have a lot of XP, so getting some points on them would be really valuable. Mana node and an iron deposit here. We might as well grab that. I can now recruit tier 5 dragons in this city. You're going to march the winter. Flash freeze is ready to be boosted for gold. We'll take that. Does anyone not have an arcane study on them right now? You don't. Okay, so we'll cast one arcane study and then we'll also exploit that. All right, we need to click that. I did not see what that gave me. All of my combat spells are currently locked. That gave me 30 mana. You need a little bit of production here. I guess extra mana with that monolith would not go astray. You just picked up the Frost Spire. So the other thing I want is the School of Cryomancy right here. You know what? That's a better build. Let's get that out first. It'll give us more value. Canadian is a dumb language. Agents should just speak English. Maybe you should just speak American. Try check. We pronounce pretty much every word as we write it. German is also one. Hard to find a word that would be pronounced differently from the rules. Yeah, Italian is also the same. Where if you see a word and you're like, how do you pronounce this? The answer is, oh, you just say every letter. You pronounce every letter. Like French, I can't stand because they're constantly like, oh, you never pronounce the last letter in a word unless you're talking about it in the past or something like that. France has some crazy rules. And then English is just, throw a bucket of darts at a wall and try to figure out what the rules are. Problem with Czech is it's only spoken in a small country. Yeah. Absolutely great expressing capabilities. I believe it. Canada A. Listen, we have our own languages. Technically, I speak Newfoundlandese is my dialect of English. What do you want, Magitarium? Nothing is boosted here except this tavern. I know what you want, actually, and it's a teleporter. That is what you want, what you really, really want. Can't quite get all these research posts to work out for me. Okay. You're also a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I build an ice guy here, he scales 5. It's not 6, but 5 is pretty good. And then I could build the research post building here, and he'd scale off 3. I could build the other ice guy here. He'd only get 3, but he would also boost the others. We think about it. Guess let's build shrines. All right, kill these guys. Pegasus mount. Ooh, that's fun. And kill these guys. Mana for knowledge. I do love knowledge. I also love good. Kill these guys. Now we're stuck. Ring of Endurance. that was pretty good. That got me a ton of production in this city, as well as a bunch of gold. In fact, I could boost a lot of stuff here. I do want the Dungeoneering Conclave down here. Interesting. Oh, no, this must be built underground. Obviously, like, I have a lot of research posts that I'm thinking about. You're snow and ice, you're snow and ice, and you're just conduits and research posts. There's probably one more spot here. Man, I hate to get rid of all these gold mines is the only problem. This isn't really good combination, though. I'm thinking about, like, cold building, dungeoneering building, research building, the other thing we have. I'll lose 10 gold if I build this. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, you gotta build them somehow. You gotta get it built somehow. I really need this evocator's abode down here as well. That should be probably what we focus next. Okay, so this guy actually does have some units down here which run a risk to me, so I'm gonna just park myself back up here, plug the gap. And you guys are gonna move down here. You can move down here. And you can move next turn. We get an extra level up here. We're gonna go for extra damage and frozen on the ice glaive, which I really hope I can check out soon. Here's Arcane Studies, which we then want to exploit. Marching Winter is also ready to be exploited, which is fine with me. Blizzard's ready to be exploited, which I think just added our vision range so far that I can now see this city of awakened toadmen. My god, look at this, dudes. My vision range is so big I can see almost across the entire map. This is like one scout giving me this vision. And I don't even know where that scout is. A Giant King's Remnants. Ooh. Quarries in this province gain production. Mines in this province gain gold. Cities with 3 provinces adjacent to this landmark gain 20 binding essence and 5 fragments per turn. That's a really good one. That's a really good one. Pretty much no way I can get over there, though. I should drop a rune steel over here because it would transform all of his territory. Like, I could put one right here. That's a very good idea. And it makes this territory like way less usable for him, so. What culture did we pick for the race? We are Mystic for these guys. I wanted to go with a bit more of a astral summoner spellcaster theme for the Frost Giants. And I haven't done the astral transformation in a really, really long time. So I thought it was about time we revisited it. Picked Canada. Big red leaf. These dragons have nowhere else to go but into my territory now. I'm realizing I have to build water tiles all the way out here if I want to take Pilgrim's Passage. Ah, Stone Drake Ashenoff. You are a Materium Drake. You look pretty cool. Of the Awakened Toadmen. High, Great Builders, Vigilante Knights, Mark of the Horde, and Mark of the Owl. Damn, dude, your guys are jacked up already. You're at war with Baphomet. Here you go, man. Here's some money. Keep up the good work. What's that look like? 2015.
What?
I mean, you don't really need to heal. Drop this guy over here. Start screwing with them. I guess Blizzard is and Flash Freeze are both on exploit right now, so bonuses to magic empires. Immediately conjure a defended magic material near each city in your empire. I mean, that is really nice for us. My problem right now is that we're losing so much Imperium. I have to be really careful what I choose to spend it on. I think I'm going to have to pick up focus studies, though. That was 40. 40 research. I guess I'm not in a rush for this. Why don't we just clear out the mini mobs? That way we get a lot more XP on the guys that matter here. You have me another Spellweaver. Thank you. So he's got to come down here. Let them heal a little bit between turns. I guess you're just going to camp for right now. These guys have built a shrine. And then we have double annexes. Let's grab that mine over there. Let's grab this farm. Let's exploit snow spirits. I'm not even looking at what it does. And I think we'll build a Town Hall 3 up here. 235, 207. Definitely room to start pumping out more troops. As soon as I have the money to actually pump them out. What a good Friday, Nemke. How we doing? Good to see you, my dude. Good to Friday you, my dude. What else do I have in terms of tier 3 units? Astral Serpents, Spellweavers. I mean, if I was to put 2 Astral Serpents, a Spellweaver, and a Soother, I'd kind of want like a Mythic unit as your last guy in here. Phase Dog could be okay. I guess a Snow Spirit could work. Yeah. That might have to be it. All of Geomantic Resonance. Let's pick up the Geomancer. It's on discount. Clear out another pocket of these guys. Get my spell shield all beat up. Sit and heal, sit and heal. They don't feel like they're very good in my Giants army. Ah, this place is so rough because it just doesn't have enough land. It can't actually, like, do much for me right now. I mean, Geomantic Resonance is never boosted. Let's get our teleporters in place. I think it's time we get our GD teleporters in place. Build you there as well. +3 vision range. I don't think I need that. I'd like to have some spells off cooldown. You become a vassal. No. Oh, these guys really cannot accept deals, can they? I'd love to get out of war with him, because that's the unjust war we're in. And I am being crippled for it right now. I'm gonna form an alliance with you. I'm gonna form a wizard's bond with him. I think those are the right plays. Let's make an evocator's abode here. I do also need that teleporter, but let's wait a turn on it. Ah, she's got a lot of units in this city. War breeds as well. They're starting to pump out. Don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Doing well. Took the kids and wife out to buy some snackies for D&D. Nice. Dropping off the kids at the in-law. Gonna play for like 6 hours. Yo, what a dream. You're living it. Oh, these toads just went umbral. Interesting. Little curse eater on them. My scout down here is also getting picked off. Sometimes I wonder if them beating my scouts is part of the reason why they think they can vassalize me so easy, or if it's just the fact that I'm not making any active plays against them. Like, I'm playing completely defensively right now. Let's start getting some dungeon tiles. I want my frozen dungeon here. And I'm not seeing it right now. Yes! There we go. Lady Morgan the Crow Queen. You'd be fitting. And you're free. You're a ritualist. Okay, interesting. So this is another hero. She's an Ascended Seer. So she gets +2 range on all abilities. And amplified evocation. Damage spells cast in combat where this unit is present deal 20% extra damage. She has Astral Tomb and Astral Blood. She's mana addicted as well. What is that? Attuned Goat Ear, Evoker's Ritual, Amplified Evocation. I'm gonna keep that, but I need to change up some of this other stuff. I think that's the right choice for you for sure. Frost Strikes or Lightning Strikes. Let's give you Initiate a Shadow for those Frost Strikes. I think I'm going to have her summon. Be a bit of a summoner. And what she can do is she can come down here and she can take this third army. This army of like lesser tier 1 characters. So that Arcanist is going out. This Spellweaver's coming in. Steadily getting a little bit better. We'll clear another small battle here. Do I get a watcher for that? No. Stuff I'd love to be dominating that we're just not. That we're just not dominating right now. You guys can move over. All right, we'll wait the turn. We'll wait the turn. The cure levels up. You could go for like minus upkeep. You know what? For right now, let's do that. Free up a little bit to you. Plus 40 city stability. I'll take that. You want to share vision? You've become a demon since the last time I saw you. You've grown horns and wings and are suddenly looking a lot different. But sure, I will take your vision. You also have teleporters around, which is pretty good. My goodness. What are my Hawaiian shirt colors? I only have one Hawaiian shirt, and it's pink, teal, and purple? Light purple? Like a lavender? And I think those are generally my colors. I think about, if I have to pick a color scheme, it is mostly... There was, on the Super Nintendo, there was a Game Boy cartridge, Super Game Boy, that you could plug in to plug Game Boy games into your Super Nintendo. And I had one of these as a kid. And I really, really liked it because I mostly had Game Boy games. And you could apply color palettes onto your Game Boy games. And there was one color palette that I can only define as like the kawaii color palette. And it was shades of teals, pinks. It was a lot of like pastels. And I always really, really liked that. It was a good vibe to me. You know what? Let's start summoning some Astral Serpents. I got to get this guy and this guy probably replaced in here. Really lacking frontliners. I mean, he's a mage. I shouldn't really have 2 Spellweavers in this army. I should have 1 Spellweaver, 1 Soother, and then 3 frontliners. But he can also summon a glaive, so I don't know, man. Well, maybe we'll let him have it. Units cost less draft. So work towards Rings of Binding as well, which will be nice. We got to start getting crafting skills on him so that we can start making better gear. Now that we actually have a dungeon as well, we'll be able to actually start producing some, at least a baseline binding essences. Yes. Carve out those walls. Am I going to be able to beat those dragons? Boop, 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 boop. Probably. Let's take that for now. We'll go with the town hall here. You're going to keep moving. Y'all are going to clear out this guy. Give me a little bit more mana. Pick up a Spirit Hawk? I mean... It's a tier 1. The thing is I really like picking up all these tier 1. I really like picking up all these dominated units because I get to keep them forever. You have blight blades, frost blades, obsidian weapons, resonant blades, and sundering blades. So you bleed, you sunder, you dissonant, and you freeze. For a tier 1 unit, my dude, you ain't shabby. You ain't so shabby, baby. Listen, the Crow Queen is 1 turn off, so we'll wait for her just to get the experience on her as well. Don't wait, no rush. This could be an extra starting rank on tier 3 units, which includes my Astral Serpents. Alternatively, teleporter. Ooh, 1,700 in this army? How? Why are these night guards so absolutely jacked up? All right, look, we have a teleporter coming in there. So you're actually going to have to build a teleporter immediately. The plan originally was there, but I think I'm going to cancel that. And we're going to put it there instead. I'm probably going to have to save all my money and buy that out next turn. Wait for those guys to show. We're going to grab more mines. You're going to summon another Astral Serpent and get rid of that Arcane Guard.
What?
1,000 points. I mean, I guess it's because they're still low level, but I am shook. Absolutely shook by that. Yeah, you're going to need to replace that Arcanist. You guys now have too many Arcanists. Let's keep summoning Astral Serpents. We have the mana upkeep for it right now, so... Well, might as well. 300 Imperium. Take Philosopher's Soldiers. I'm worried about like just how constantly Magisterium is under attack. For my XCOM character, you will become my engineer scientist and you need that clean look. Am I in your XCOM campaign? I gotta go check that out. Love a good XCOM campaign. Star Druid, probably said this before, literally built him around having infinite bonus actions and it's so fun. I mean, you can still only do like one bonus action per turn. But having a lot of different types of bonus actions, always having a bonus action you can do is a very good vibe. Gonna boost that teleporter. And then I'm going to boost this teleporter. We're going to kill this guy. Great. Nobody has stopped. The whole reason I waited a turn was to bring down the Crow Queen, and then I forgot to bring her down. The Alchemists murmur excitedly upon learning you added a Fireforged stone to your stores. The council congratulates you. In addition to boosting recruitment, what other bonuses should we draw from the store? A Mirror Mimic. 2 level ups on my Giant. Or 500 mana. Ooh, buddy. A mirror mimic would be real nice. And I don't have any cool way to get him. And he's immortal. And I don't think I'm taking that book. I also love 2 level ups, but hard for me to say no to a mirror mimic. So you're going to come through there. How do I decide who gets kicked out of this army? I think it has to be them. And then I'll actually add the other Astral Serpent in to replace that spell shield. You're going to come down here. So you need to lose this Arcanist. You're going to pick up that Spell Weaver. You're going to come through the teleporter. Oh, everything is good now that we have a teleporter. Life is easy breezy now that we have a teleporter. No problem. Gotta wait 1 turn there. Arcane Bond. I'm not gonna exploit... Oh, 9 Imperium a turn. I am gonna exploit that. I was like, I want to keep that one so that we can keep dominating stuff, but... not at the cost of Imperium. You like that I have summoned units. That's good. Can we have a teleporter patch? Now that I have teleporters. We're also getting along. I'd like to declare some friendships if I could. Soul Siphons, Onagers, and Undermining the Walls. We are being invaded. I am down a lot of mana right now, so we're going to have to start fixing that problem. Teleporters cost a lot of upkeep. As does being sieged. Holy Draft, it's time for armies. Oh, they're bailing. Cowards, get back here. I'm gonna kill you. I want to murder you. I should have charged a flash freeze. Guys, get the hell out of here. I have all these armies here. What do you think you're doing raiding me like this? Honestly, it's just rude at this point. You'll be some good experience for the newbies, though. So I'll put the spell sheet over here, get rid of one of these Arcanists, start up another army. I don't even have enough cast Blizzard. I'm actually bleeding mana right now. This is still only 1,000 points. This guy's army is like tier 1 and tier 2, and he's 1,200 points at level 9. I'm level 11, and I'm 1,000 points. Struggle bus. You guys pick up him. You come out that way. The scout turns back on whenever. So there's 2 heroes in this army. Oh, there's also 2 support units in this army. You're a ritualist, so I'd rather 2 casters, 1 ritualist. 2 casters, 1 ritualist. caster, ritualist. So all of those guys are good. Caster, ritualist. So I'd probably get these guys a fancy spell user. Spell weaver, whatever they're called. For right now, give them him. Move you up. And let's get attacking. 3,000 in this army. I can reach these guys over here. All right, let's bring you in then as well. Get rid of him. You up, you up. Beat these guys back. That's fine. That's bound to be a big fight anyway, so. Okay. We unlock the Geomancers now as well. Summon Elemental is pretty valuable because it lets us get tier 3 skirmishers. Caesar Harambe gets Graceful Charge, I suppose. I don't mind casting that on Astral Serpent right now, locking it, because we need to fix our mana before we start summoning any more units. Okay. That feels good. Feels fixable. Doable. I have 5 research posts in this domain, so that's 50 knowledge if I build a Scholar's Guild. And I could build another one down there. And another one up there. Maybe I should just do that for you. Flip side of that being, you're a champion governor. You're a scholar governor. Let me put you over there and you over here. She's a wizard governor. Special province improvements grant 5 mana. Conduits and research posts grant 5 city stability. All of these add casting points. As she goes. Well, you just add cheaper population. Which you appear to not even actually be doing. Personally slay our legendary rank in combat. Personally slay an elite rank in combat. What's her deal? Explore Golden Wonders. Explore Ancient Wonders. Repeatable. I have a couple people with Explorer right now, don't I? Glory Seeker, Dominator. You're also an Explorer. All right, so that means I got to give them really good armies, and I have 2 of these Golden Wonders taken out by them. If that's the case, I can build a bunch of those nice buildings up here for you. I mean, I could just build Scholars Guild in both places. You know what? Actually, that's probably the right choice. I need research more than anything else right now, so we'll give you another mana obelisk just to get that mana going. And then we got to fix all these buildings too. Oh, man. Can I take the tower now? Yeah, it's a maybe. If they're healed up, I think so. Computer have 2 heroes in the 1200 army? No, just the 1 hero in that one, but it was like 1700 with the 2. Ever done peep jousting? Oh, with the little like Easter peep squishy marshmallows? I've heard about it. I can't say I've ever done it. Truly seems like the sport of kings. Your advisors mentioned Majarium announced costly plans to import food. All right, well, we're good guys. We got to feed the people. You gotta feed the people. Them's the rules. So this army actually needs to have that guy come out of it.
What?
That's a scout. So Charger, Fighter, Snow Spirit. They need another. We'll go with the Spellweaver instead of Geomancer. I don't think I need to move off to Geomancers yet. And then I might as well teleport you over here. I don't know what the computer is doing teleporting up in my territory, but we're stuck with some healing at the moment. And I guess this guy is going to be just like building a new army, so we'll move him back as well. I got no money here. I got no money
Hyping
here.
it up like the Super Bowl for a family gathering, and then the reality of sitting there in front of the microwave watching 2 marshmallows slowly expand and poke one another with toothpicks.
Yes.
The utter disappointment is worth it.
Yes, that's right. You just nuke him. I mean, it depends. Does one of them win? If one of them wins, it's not so disappointing. It can't be too disappointing if one of them wins. Can I get out of any of these wars? 900 gold. 2,000 gold. 2,000 gold. Answer: no, you cannot. You're negative 155. How come? Just met. Ancient Grudge, Giants and Dragons. Oh, cool. You like that I have, dislike that I have too many alliances, and you also have grievances against me. I started an unjustified war. Man, I would disagree with that, and I'm trying to get out of it. I defended my ally during a weird star sign. You need to pay for all the armies since they don't die. Yeah, I mean, that's... There's a bit of a weird shift of being like, okay, do I keep the tier 1 units around so I have extra armies? But the thing is like, they're so high level that they're still worth about 1,000 points. Here go. Until I have at least 6 armies, I'm not going to panic too much about it. You guys better not be trying to build an outpost down here. Oh, I might just be the closest teleporter he has to getting back to this territory. Seal victories in 60 turns, but that'll go up and down as time changes. Whichever one pokes the other one first. Does it like explode when it pokes? Does it deflate when it gets poked? I need to learn more about peep jousting. All right. You need orders. You need orders. You're waiting on that unit. $900, $800, $1,000. Are you a ritualist as well? Yeah. Conceal you. I need to get him a staff. I mean, we have to do a lot of crafting that we haven't been able to do yet. One part of me is like, I could go farm golems. The other part of me is clear out this dragon lair, clear out the serpent stockade, clear out the fortress of tears. That would stack some levels on these guys. I think that's probably my best bet. I don't think I have enough yet to take this. I need to heal regardless. So I'm going to send him off to start clearing out wonders. Should he be clearing wonders? Should you guys be clearing wonders? You only need to clear an ancient gold wonder because you've leveled up from so many quests. And you know, Farseer is not like the biggest deal. I wouldn't mind you getting level ups because every time you do, I get extra casting points. And that's super valuable. She's probably good enough to take the Fortress of Tears. So I think let's put her there and let's put me, Fridge, on the Serpent Stockade. This guy can probably just stay in defense of our territory here. We'll exploit Blizzard for some money. The city of Nebheim. Down here. Yeah, they're starting to make vassals and stuff now too. So let's build you a school of cryomancy. Right there. Is that what I want? Yeah, I mean, whatever. Well, I can't get everything boosted here. You get gold, you get mana. I am in desperate need of mana, so let's build that shrine. It's only one turn. Then keep moving on. Vote for clearing out the stuff, yeah. How do we like the new DLC? Very much so. The big comment I make is like the giants and stuff and the new tomes are cool, but they're nothing compared to just the changes to the world. The different additions in terms of landmarks, in terms of like faded areas for the quests of Meridia. All of this stuff is a major gameplay for me. And it just makes the world look so much cooler. The world generation feels a lot better. These lake maps are kind of crazy. They're really choke pointy, but even I like these too. The continents are definitely my favorite. Oh yeah. 914. A phase beast. I could dominate that and get a free phase beast. Do I stay or do I go now? You're 11 and 11. Almost take that on your own. You're a defender and a support unit. Okay. What are you gonna start needing then? Probably a spell weaver for you. My debate right now is if I pull back the witch. Yeah, I think let's do that. Just because I got to deal with this. I can't be rebuilding these guys every single couple of turns. So we've decided on the Scholars Guild here. I'll let you get Arcane Battlements. You built a Mana Obelisk. Certainly stone walls would be good for this city. It gets sieged frequently enough. You built a shrine, but I think you're out of money here for now, so. All right, and then I have a bajillion spells ready to rock. Let's charge up a flash freeze. They're in different provinces. Let's actually just hit them with a flash freeze then. Ten mana per turn. 3 vision range. I think I'm going to leave all my combat spells open. You've unlocked heroes gain experience 200% faster, which is like one of the best traits. I gotta find a way out of this war with Helter Skelter. I think even if it means me paying 1,000 gold, losing 40 Imperium a turn is really setting me back right now. World looks cooler because we're freezing it. I mean, that's true. But also, like, none of these mountains are freezing, which is a little disappointing. I guess maybe they're just like, they're too big. Maybe it's only like the smaller, the partial mountain tiles that can freeze. Look, you can see my marching winters even come over here. Oh, maybe he has a frost spire, so maybe he's freezing his own territory. You are sieging this immediately. Thankfully, you have left 1 unit out, so I actually get to 2v1 this.
Hey.
Gotta love it when the computer's an idiot. It's just like, why would you bring a single unit into that siege? It's not going to go well for you. Where'd you come from? Little Astral Keeper? Did I just get you for free? Summon Elemental. And tier 4 books. Now, for tier 4, we are going to start with Astral Convergence.
When you alter the
Which gives us
currents of
8
the
points
astral
here.
sea, the currents alter you.
Incredible,
as
and we can
well.
get Astral Tumen as well.
True masters of the arcane will become conduits.
That's a siege
of the
project.
magical
This is a
energy they
combat
guard,
summon.
letting it flow through their very being. This energy can be used to infuse their subjects, enhancing them in a number of ways.
We are going to pick up that right away. I wouldn't mind you picking up that Apex Tower, but it looks like we have a few other things that we also have to build in other places. Right, those stone walls got turned off, so let's rebuild them, especially if I'm getting 1 turn sieged. Now, I'm going to have Astral and Shadow. So here's a question is, what spells do I really have in combat? Astral for sure. We're going to pick up the final tome. So the Astral attack spell is really good. And I think the only buff spells I'm going to have are also Astral. With like the one that heals us. So the bolstering matrix makes sense. You are gonna... I guess we go here. Grab yourself forest. I'm really still struggling on mana here. Hall of Geomantic Resonance would be good. The Estate Hall is boosted with that forest. So I think actually let's go for that first. I always like to try to do boosted stuff. We got Arcane Restoration. We have a friendship between our allies. That's fantastic. That's very promising for us. The Cure has leveled up. I think you're going to buy an Astral Ward. Your Astral Sea, your Astral Sea, your 1,500 gold. Let's go in here for the Serpent Stockade. See if we can't pick this up. Probably dominated the Astral Keeper. Normally you get a pop-up that says you dominated this creature. Do you want to spend mana to keep it? That's why I'm just confused. As your troops march on the daunting Serpent Stockade, you perceive shallow furnaces in the hot mud leading to its entrance. You enter and it smells like acid inside. Towering murals depict how stalwart giants subdued behemoths from the wilderness. The murals feature one exceptionally ruthless primordial basilisk chained by archons. I do love the primordial basilisk. We had this last campaign in Helter Skelter. And it's pretty fun. Charge to cut off its head. Prevent acid pools from being active. A few positions become poisonous. Block my growth. I got the mana for this. He says. The basilisk is stunned for the first round. Oh, wow, no problem. Okay. Easy peasy. Bewildered Plague Serpent seeks to slither out discreetly, and you pay little attention to it. You yoink out the fangs for the Primordial Basilisk and judge that it passes for a Blighted Construct Destroyer. Ooh, a tier 4 crossbow. I don't have any rangers. I do have a Wizard King. I did not know. Oh, no, right. I'm sorry. My brain just totally farted. I don't have any rangers. Only then do you discover a basilisk abe wobbles and craps. The offspring may be reared to fight for you. What will you take before it's too late? Oh, I get the crossbow no matter what. I get the free primordial prisoner. Draft. A tier 2 plague serpent. Or unlock blight blades. I don't hate that. We're scholars. We're all about learning our magics. We can absorb this next turn. And then pick up its special ability. You're going to have to grow there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't actually know that I can pick up that Fortress of Tears. Let's just move back into our territory here to heal better. You got yourself level up. I said I need to start taking Disenchanter on you. And I think now is the right time at level 12. You were going to take a Dispelling Rune. So you could take Draining Burst. I just want as many, like, frost-based spells. It's also nice for him to have something while he's on the front line, because he does tend to be on the front line quite a lot right now. The city can build a vendor, get my gold up. And You guys can all wait. Okay. I wish there was more small wonders around that we could explore. But, I mean, I'll take what I can. The ill-armed lizard. The little-armed lizard, yes. Yeah, he's got the tiny little hands. He's a really good unit, though. And, like, his buff that he gives you is insane. Just being able to steal buffs from people during combat constantly. It's really good. It's really, really good. Okay, at least we're on tier 4 books now. I kind of think I should maybe pick up Bind Gold Wonders. I don't really think I'm going to make friends with the other people, so I might as well just start binding Gold Wonders. Oh, okay. The Lumbering Staff is happening again. You're going to come back here and go for that Fortress of Tears. You're going to come over here and deal with this dragon problem I have. I think you're going to stay here. Everybody has a support hero? Here's the thing. You just can't get Astral Keepers, so I'm really like... I kind of don't want to get rid of them. Mm-hmm. You know what? Just bring everybody over. Until they start poking their head out. I don't really need to be in a rush to fix my issues. My mana is constantly low. Knowledge per turn. I'm going to take that. Mana per turn. I'm going to have to take that right now. I guess we'll take food as well. We'll boost all of our arcane studies. That's only vision range, so I don't really need that. To the cure, you've also picked up another level here. Attacks ignore status resistance. +2 on flanking. You could phase lock and blink. Person exhume undead. This guy doesn't have a lot of things that he does right now. Like he's pure support. I wasn't really thinking about going into undead, but I feel like summoning an undead is a bit of a different story. Especially if he's going down this road. You're level 12, so that's going to be like 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, probably an 18, 19. Yeah, let's take it. I feel like he's got the right magical vibe for it, so. You don't like that guy. You're still in the void. You're still in the void. We'll just keep ending turns. Don't need scouts at this point. They're just upkeep. Well, I mean, they're still part of the map. I don't know. And they are collecting stuff for me too, so. Put the Whispering Stone in the low stability city. Yeah. Right now, that city just has low stability because it's being attacked by dragons. If I take it out of here, we're going to go negative stability in the capital, and I kind of feel like the capital is a bit more important for us. Just a little bit. All right, you're going to have to start building halls of geomantic resonance because otherwise I'm not going to be able to get this mana. Let's go up this away. All right, you do not have a lot of farms. Your city stability sucks, so building a tavern here is not bad. Your city stability also sucks. Let's pick up the Serpent Stockade. You have a core you could put that on? That's an okay spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. You'll have 3 and 4 eventually here as well. I'd rather replace that with something I can use. You're going up that way. You actually went a little too far. Let's hop out here and fight these dragons. Make our way up to this dragon lair. And probably should have just stayed in my territory to heal, but yeah, that's not too bad. Scout, you can explore. What are you costing me? 8 and 2. Yeah, I mean, it's very low cost for that scout. For right now, I'll give this guy 2 support and a caster. Then you have a defender, which means... Ooh. It's like maybe 2 spell shields. Obviously, Astral Serpents would be best, but... You've come back. Can I make these? 2,000 gold. You guys are outrageous, dudes. You're absolutely killing me. I actually think if I declared war on somebody else, it would be better for me. Because I'm pretty sure it would override... my unjustified war. Joachim, hello to the curse. Yeah, he is a bit cursed for sure. Are we winning? Hard to say. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, but it's going well. I feel good about it. If I can get rid of these dragons, I think we'll be in a spot that we can start clearing out these gold wonders. You know, we're clearing out those silver wonders and everything else right now, but Hello and wow, are you playing Dunedain from Lord of the Rings? Fornost was Arthedain's capital, one of the successor kingdoms of Arnor, if my memory of Tolkien lore isn't too rusty. Somebody said that Fornost was the name of the frost giant capital in Norse mythology. And so that's why we decided to go with it. Which wouldn't surprise me if Tolkien also used it for, you know, for his stuff. Honestly, I feel like no one is going to be able to get to us. All these mountains and all these rivers, it feels like the only access to us is through the caverns. Oh, you just dug out one of them. So she's trying to dig her way through here now. That's fine. Once we get rid of the dragons, I can also then use these armies to beat up Winterfold. Which I will then make a vassal state. And then clear out this. Ooh. Oh yeah, my frost guy is frosting up this whole area as well for us. So it's becoming worse and worse for this guy to live here. Like, you can't build farms in any of these locations now. Which is very nice. How do I prepare the city for the special province improvements? It's kind of annoying for you. I generally look at like what improvements I'm going to get throughout the entire builds. And generally, I don't build them until much later. And not in every city. Like, this city is probably not going to get that many. God damn. Will you guys stop sieging me? It is super annoying. And then I just look through them and I say, like, okay, snow and ice, snow and ice. Look at the adjacencies. Snow and ice, conduits, and research posts. No bonuses. Bonuses for conduits and research posts. So all of these guys basically just play together. The only ones that really matter are like the Skell Arcanist Library and the Summoning Well. Probably want them sort of right next to each other. And then have the other ones just out in areas where they gather as much territory around them as possible. Because for the snow and ice stuff. I actually think you should heal before you take this. It's a little bit dangerous. You lads are going to come up here, and let's get rid of these dragons. Be gone! That Frost Elemental does not want to level up. Oh, excellent. Finally, a tier 3 staff. That does line damage. That's fun. We got some good loot in here. 10% magic damage on you, I will take. You already have fortune, so let's give you a Helm of Hyper Awareness. You have the Sphere of Undead Sling, so I wanted to give you the Arc Fire Strike. But actually, maybe I wanted to build him a staff. Maybe I give that to you. Seeing as you're just using a garbage tier 1 staff right now. Give you a fortune helmet. None of this step equipped on you. Equip, confirm. You've got the White Wolf, which is good. We have a Ring of the Vicious Killer, which is not really good. You can't have a mount. I could give you a mount, but I feel like the Mammoth is the right choice. You've gotten a couple of other shields, but they're not as good as this guy. Keeping you alive a bit more. Only confirms that Tolkien was stealing a lot of the names. Radagast, for example, a pagan god. Yeah, yep. I'm gonna have a beer. Do you like beer? I do like beer. I don't drink a lot anymore, but I do still enjoy it. I've been known to enjoy a little wobbly pop or two. You guys better just about face, because I'm gonna need stuff to deal with the incoming problems. You created a tavern up here. with that spell arcanist library. Nothing really connects up the way I want here. I don't want to get rid of gold mines because they're so good. But okay, fine. Yeah. All right. All right. 20 knowledge per turn for exploiting that. Arcane Bond is also ready here. Bonus on food, bonus on vision. I like Arcane Bond. I want to keep that one open. Good rivalry there. You're being pillaged, but not by much, right? Surely I have an army somewhere that can deal with 2 units. Arcane Institute. Surely I have an army that can deal with 2 units. I really don't want to be building more spell shields if I don't have to, but I don't have the mana to summon anything else. I'm actually shocked. I thought with all this snow, mana we'd be swimming in mana. Totally not the case. I have to cast Blight Blades still. Wah, jeez. I just don't. They all kind of suck too much to be worth cutting your long-term development. Like Agent said, you only build a few per city, not all of them. Yeah, unless you're going like Dungeon Delver and then you build everything you possibly can. Like if you're going a Materium build, then you get a lot of really good bonuses from them. And they also start doing things like adding, you know, +5 mana or +5 gold per turn. Dude, Afisi Oathbreaker has 3 seals. She is cruising on this victory here. Sometimes you don't need the special improvements. Like, sometimes I just won't build any of them at all. But if they can fit in, then they work really good. I also try to think about like what guild the city is going to have. So if I have a bunch of, say, forestry based special improvements, then I'll also try to look around to be like, okay, well, where are there a lot of forests? Can I build a bunch of forests? Can I use those improvements to fill in a gap, for example? So effectively, it's the same here where I say like, okay, there's a research post here. If there was another research post here, then I would think like, okay, I can't build research posts out here because there's no mana crystals. But if I build these guys out here, it'll allow me to create a surrounding location for the Spell Arcanist library. I can't believe these guys are raiding like 1 a turn. Part of me wants to put the Nautical Governor here just so it takes them 4 turns to raid anything. You're gonna have to come out. Give him that guy as well. 4. Let's build. If I build a frost thing here, it touches 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I build it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I build it here, 4. Here, 6. But building something here also puts it against the Spell Arcanist library. scale on conduits and mana posts. I think this guy does too. I could put him there and then the frost guy there, and that would be okay. That'd give him 3. What's more important here? You add mana, you add knowledge. Currently, mana is the answer. $18 gold, so I'll rush that, and we'll build a mana obelisk here. Minus 54 stability. Okay. Let's get the hell back to town. Do I have enough to take this? 2 more turns and I can get teleport mastery. And then it's a game changer. This castle is full of slavers. I'm gonna try to scare them with spooky ghosts. I succeed. And then I murder, kill, kill, kill. The Burden's Bane of Demolishing. That's nice. Resistant armor, also not bad. Units cost less upkeep. Demolisher. Siege Master, True Sight Flanker. I guess I'm going to give you that. You can take that armor. Nice. We get Astral Attunement here. Cascading Power I definitely want. This Clay Forge is cheap right now, so I think we'll just take that. We've got a level up here on Morrigan. Go add up to the Astral. And probably Bolstering Evasion. We'll also give her greater Conjuration. Flash Freeze, 50 mana per turn. That would be useful. I will take that very much. Thank you. Siege slots. This XP one is really good, but yeah, let's go for that teleporter. Collect, collect. She gets 2 levels of renown for that somehow. Or maybe just 1 level of renown. Either way, I'll take it. Population adds additional knowledge. 10% more mana income would be really nice. You want to share vision and you'll give me mana for it. I'll allow that. The free city of Nebheim. King Hoots Murderbeak of the Ornery Owlings. You have defensive pact with that dragon and you are at war with the people I'm at war with, so theoretically we should get along, but it doesn't really seem like we do. You dislike empires without relationships to free cities, and you dislike empires that break treaties. I'm currently, I think, both those things. I don't really have enough gold to be just throwing away to people. I have to let this get ruined for another round. $600 mana for Astral Attunement. Good grief. Logic in this game, you have to craft the weapon for your gigantic lord, but not the torso, and the rest works on human-sized heroes. It's magic. It's magic equipment. Magic equipment shrinks and grows depending on, who's equipping it. Game is very similar to Stellaris, very different factions. Oh, absolutely. I think Stellaris is the closest comparison to it, even though also like wildly different games. So less spaceships. Do I specialize the city or of all of them equal? Maybe it's a dumb question, but I don't know. I mean, I will always specialize cities. Like I will always build a guild in a city. I'm also realizing there's an ad running, so I'm going to repeat this in further detail in a minute. I lost a seal. My dude, I never had a seal. How did I lose a seal? How do I have a seal point? Did one of my scouts capture a seal? You've got to be kidding me. That's a permanent grievance. How?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you did. You did. You captured a seal. I'm rolling back safe. Scouts should not capture seals. That's not something a scout should be doing. Scouts should not be doing something that gives you a permanent diplomatic debuff to all parties on the map. You have captured a seal. Oh, it's too late. All right. Well, screw it. I guess we have one seal. I mean, it's only a 14. But, like, that's the difference between a minor versus a major justification a lot of the time. This city's really coming along. All the nice dungeon tiles. I like its vibe. Build the same guild in the same province improvements, or maybe have one city for knowledge, one for mana. Oh, like, okay, so you're asking, do we sometimes specialize multiple cities the same way? Yes. It really depends on what a city has access to. Like, I'm not really gonna make a city have a merchant guild unless it has an insane amount of gold deposits, for example. If I don't have... I guess an example is, like, most of my cities, none of them really have a focus in terms of specializations. Like, nothing has a lot right now in terms of, like, oh, there's a lot of quarries here. There's a lot of mines available. There's a lot of this. They're all kind of generic right now. So for this campaign, because all of my special improvements are either conduits or research posts, and they all scale off each other, probably all of my cities will be scholars guilds or mana guilds. Those are also the two most important things to me as a spellcasting empire and an empire going for a magic victory. I could opt to build, say, I mean, this city could probably get away with something based on iron deposits or gold deposits, because there's 3 and 4. Actually, there's 2 and 4. So I could go for a masonry guild here. It could potentially work. But I don't know. Actually, I might go with a masonry guild. And the reason for that being is that the Fortress of Tears also scales off of quarries. So I get knowledge for that. So if I can pick up the Fortress of Tears here and add it in, you don't really matter. That would potentially scale if I quarried everything. So it's an option. Because we're underground, it's a little easier to build quarries in a lot of locations as well, but generally I won't specialize the city until much further down the road anyway. Do you want to clear out this trash for experience? Yeah, I think you kind of do. Good, the mirror mimic leveled up. A gargoyle. No. I don't think I do. You can take this resistance Greaves. +1 defense, +1 resistance. Perfect on a tank. This is annoying, but I'm going to fight this really fast. There's just no good reason for me to have the Mirror Mimic in this fight. Other than I want him to level up. And all he needs to be is technically in the fight. I don't even have Hurlstone. Wow, that's crazy. Who am I? Playing a giant and not taking Hurlstone? This is a mad campaign. So we have Temporal Plague, we have Animated Ice Glaive as well. I guess I can move and cast. There are 3 guys there. I can't move in Temporal Plague. So I tell you what. Drop the glaive. Oh, if I drop the glaive there, I forgot about this. This is the first time I've actually used the glaive. I could have done an Ice Rush strike and just cut through a whole bunch of them. Yeah, that would have been so much cooler. Oh well. I mostly just want him for zone of control right now. Do a chain dissonant wave there. You can refuge on him. I guess you've got a 40%. Here's a question. Can I mimic an ally, and do I come back with full HP if I do that? Most of my stuff's on cooldown here, which isn't really helping me out too much. Let's freeze these guys since they can fly. They're the only ones who can get to that mimic. Damn, dude, you're getting wailed on. So, Temporal Plague. Totally disrupted and stunned. All 3 of them. You're gone. You're gone. You're almost gone. You're missing everything. That would hit my own guy. %90 chance of frozen. Also crazy disruptions. So if I mimic you... Oh, no, I just become this little wiener. You know what? Let's just freeze him as well. We'll let that guy take the shot. You can move up, Rift Bolt. You can move up. Part of me wants to hit him with a Draining Blast, but I think let's just drop that on his head. And then he'll Spark. And they're cleared. Graceful Judge Mount. Okay. Much better. Trying to get the XP on this guy. It's really slow as heck. But also super valuable. Do you also need to teleport up here? Where are all my guys? Didn't I just teleport a ton of armies up here? I'm getting so lost in the sauce of teleportation that I don't even know when I have and have not cleared things. This is not cleared because we rolled back that save and forgot to redo it. But now it is. Bane, a demolishing, true seeing, talisman, 2 army maintenance buildings. That's actually pretty good for us. True sight, army maintenance, demolisher. True sight, army maintenance, demolisher, true sight. Okay, well, it doesn't really matter too much on you. Let's take this book. Thought they fixed the mountain terraforming. It doesn't seem to be the case. Because for whatever reason, our mountains are not getting snow on them. There's Astral Attunement. Static shield for 0 turns. I'll take Cascading Power. So Morgan, you're taking that. Adaptive Astral and Evasion. You got Renown. We got a trade proposal to share vision with you. I'll take it, especially because I'm out of mana for some reason right now. There's Hoots Murderbeak. Rivalries. That's a good rivalry for us. This city. Love to know where all my mana is going right now. I guess most of it is coming from exploits. Vision range. Food. All right, well, we haven't described the round. Stab him, stab him, stab him. Can I mimic an ally? No, I apparently not, no. And Gores, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. My seal. Whoa. This is what I get for rolling back a turn. I just like wasted 2 minutes. Big bone dragons. So this guy is holy, but also like he's high faction, but he is all demons. So he's like daylight spares, sun priests, but also demonic and summoning bone dragons. That's a hell of a combo. Look at that. Somebody shot lightning bolt at you. That's really cool. Whoever did that, thank you very much. Negative stability, a big problem or not. I try to have it in the positive. I mean, I try to have it in the positive. It just doesn't always work. It's not a huge issue. But it does, you know, 10% every couple of levels. It definitely adds up. Excellent. Training ogre. First things first, kill this guy. That's each. Rebuild that, rebuild that. I don't know what I was building here. I think a Hall is Geometric Resonance. Apparently my ally is going to win in 26 turns. We have to figure out how true that is. Summon animal, governance training, chaotic rebuke. Intensive training, ranger education, mage re-education. I feel like there's some characters we could make a ranger if we wanted. We do have that really good crossbow. That could be kind of fun. What if I made a character a ranger? This guy's a healer. I feel like you don't really know what you're doing right now. You gain crits. I mean, you could actually be a pretty good skirmisher. It's a bit of a confusing vibe check for you, but... There's some stuff up here I could farm for XP. This guy's army does need it. So I guess let's do that. Morgan's army does not need it, so she's going to come back. Your army needs it, so you could come up. Don't know what you're doing. And this guy's army doesn't need it either. I think we'll just keep him on defense here. Wait to see what they get up to. Okay. Summoning well. 1, 2, 3. You scale 2 there. Do you scale off of conduits? I just gotta check that. Yeah, you do. So a summoning will... Any of these spots would be fine. Let's go here. This I could actually replace with a mine. I don't want to kill my food production too badly. But that would give me more mana, more gold. We don't need to do it right away. That's plus 30 city stability for a little while. That's nice. Summon an Astral Serpent. I'm in no position to cast you. So I'll take 12 Imperium for a bunch of turns. Next turn, I can unlock Super Teleporters. You want a Province Claiming Pact. Why? I don't really want to give her that because there's no provinces that I want that she has claims on. Meaning she would just end up building like an outpost up here and taking a bunch of my stuff. I'm going to decline that. Decline that. Decline. You're going to build not that, so nothing for the turn. And then we'll keep going. What map is this? We're playing on Void Lakes. 10% off everything. Could be a lot of golden mana and research. Yeah. The problem is there's also just like not a lot of good ways to get stability up. So sometimes you just end up having bad stability. I always build the taverns. I always build the bathhouses. And then the tier 4 city building gives you a bunch of stability based on your population. But other than that, like unless you're basically, unless you're playing order, it's really, really hard to get any city stability buildings. We will get one. Does the silent barracks? Yeah. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Those are real armies. He's got all these bloody spear guys. I already have the sign of the lumbering staff. Would this give it to me a second time? Yeah, sign of the lumbering staff. We have it right there. I have enough cast blight blades right now, but I kind of feel like I might need the magic to deal with this current invasion. Let's get an obelisk built here. 52 city stability. You know, I'm going to bring you back. You were coming back here anyway. For right now, we'll grab them all. Put them in a safe spot. Sit on the money. Summon elemental. 105 food for city. We'll do that. I can't cast anytime soon. Grab that teleportation mastery. I should have done that before. Teleporters now grant 15 mana income, and they also heal me and give me my movement back. Decline. 3,000 gold you now want. Okay. Okay, that's good for me. Ay, 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 ay. Put a Whispering Stone in the city. So I have a Whispering Stone in the capital. Oh, I could, yeah. The problem is my Imperium is just trash right now because of this war. This war that I cannot get out of. Oh, I should have declined it, man. I should have broke the alliance. Minus 30. 30 Imperium a turn. For nothing. I can't fight him. He's too far away. He's basically on the other side of the map. Is there even a teleporter down here I could use? There's a demon gate down here. So you have like underground cities that are close. Rot Steak. Teleport to here to Gold Spire and then like go up. It's so many turns. It's so many turns that my people would be like extremely far away from home. Well, I want you to be part of this just for the XP, but your army is so weak right now that I think it would actually be a bad idea to do that. I'm gonna cast Flash Freeze here. Puts them down a fair bit. Cascading power. I don't necessarily need this clay forge. What I like is there's like 0 cost abilities for me here right now. I do need to buy Gold Ancient Wonder. So you know what? Let's just get it now. You guys have more to annex. That would actually boost that mana obelisk for a single turn. Yeah, see, some of these guys are still a little wounded here too. You're 900, 700, 1,000, 900. I mean, let's just punch it. That was unexpected. Is this going to be another situation where I have a 100% fumble chance and that's why I'm losing? Cool map, though. Ice Dungeon? I've never seen this combat map before. Do, 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 do. How want to? He's mostly these Ancestral Wardens as his big damage. He's got one Warbreed. One Phase Beast, but it's almost dead. Though he could probably heal it up quite a bit. I am hoping this is plugged enough that that guy can't jump. No, I'm truly not sure. All right, Caesar, you're a charge specialist. I think we'll just put you guys back a little bit here. And then 2, you are my special healer. Let's get those Arcane Guard up. This is where the Warbreed is, so probably both of my Arcane Guards want to be here. And then my Spell Shield. We'll put them so he defends everybody. Choo-choo-choo. Just in case, I'm going to pop a warding link on you. And then I think that's everybody. I got burned pretty bad there. Very bad here. Some nasty AoE shots. Have I played Warhammer Battle Sector? Yes. Very fun. Very good. He can jump in there. I should have actually mapped that out better. Yeah, that's why I lose this fight. Yeah, see, I did a good job mapping it out here, but I got a little too eager to control the choke points on the other side. And now all my Arcanists are flanked. The good news is that it looks like his middle has, like, pretty much non-existent. Dissonant Chain doesn't do much for you. Oh, can I steal you? let's stack some dissonance stacks, but I'm going to assume that I can probably keep that phase beast myself. Well, these guys do so much damage. Cast regen on everybody here. I am still facing the wrong way, which is a big old dirty mistake. That'll heal the two of them there. You can't do much other than just start stabbing people, so you might as well just start stabbing people. As long as I hold my line here, that war breed also cannot charge and displace. That's good. You'll be able to get a shot off on someone. You could blow up him pretty well. Let's have this Arcanist just rift bolt this guy. That's a lot of damage. These guys get first strikes, so... Take a slippery charge here. Just give him a stab. I think you're just gonna... Oh no, I can do it with you. Because that gives a decent chance to stun. It didn't go all the way though. And now we have lots of dissonance stacks on you. Get some misfortune and dissonance up here as well. Oh, I need this guy to summon. These guys are in defensive mode, so no matter what, they're going to have crazy retaliation. You're immobilized as well. Oof. Oh man, these Arcanists are buckled. You can't do much of nothing here, buddy. I want you to cast additional spells this turn. Like you have to summon. That's going to be your goal. All right, first things first. Let's steal this. Steal that hound. Trigger off a bit of dissonance. Oh, I'm wrong, actually. If he attacks him, now that that guy's dead, he'll displace him into there. It's okay. Get a few shots on you. You don't do anything. You're fine. $35 or I move one for 75. I guess let's just move one for 75. You're doing all you can. You can't do much, baby. What is my freeze chance here, I wonder? Ah, he was on fire, so the answer is 0. We'll charge him and then look that way. You can't move anywhere. I mean, it's away from one of the guys at least, but I think you burn to death no matter what. I'll just take defensive mode. Yeah, both those guys burn. I'll probably lose this whole flank. Ooh, huge chain lightning. Champion chain lightning. All of these tier 2 mages are all champions. So they get that special buff. Does dungeon and snow mix? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, the new DLC has dungeon. There's dungeon, there's snow dungeon, and then there's fire dungeon. And they're all a little bit different. He is going to take out her. God for Immortal on this map. You're going to get wiped out. Wow, that guy still did so much damage. Thank God I had the warding link there. Totally saved me from getting that charge damage. Flanked charge damage at that. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of work to do here, baby. You can't kill him, but you can. Have him take the hit. Probably shouldn't just be like keeping everybody together here. These guys have all these heals and everything else. Here's a question. If I dominate a phase beast and it dies, and it comes back as an immortal, do I still get to keep it? I would love to know that answer. Huh? Just out of range. I could move you up, command you, swift command, and then at least you get a cascade. It's not doing a ton of damage. My biggest concern right now is actually this animist. I don't want to lose a phase piece though. Phase piece is really valuable to me right now. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm still grazing like an insane amount. You're gonna move, which hopefully doesn't get you killed. All right, you're gonna go like that. I grazed and it killed me. Something is extremely broken with the graze chance right now. I think fumble is majorly screwy at the moment. I could just wolf howl those two if I wanted. Flank on you. You've got heals. Facing that way. He's burning right now, so Might be better off shooting someone like this. You have a heal. Maybe I should have used it. I think that will break him. Okay. Face beat. I don't know what to do with you right now. I'm too scared to use you. I can summon an Astral Keeper and get some heals. We've got Cosmic Ablations and Ice. Arcane Restoration and Static Shields. Static Shield on you could be valuable. There's a lot of mages up here. Same sort of problem over here, though. Cosmic Ablation would kill him. That's probably what we do. Get rid of the tier 4 guy. Let the distance just charge through. Think Misfortune is broken? Yeah, it really seems to be, because we've been getting hit with like 3 stacks of Misfortune, and it's been giving us 100% grace chance. When it should only be 45%. So something strange is going on with it. And it's really unfortunate because it makes it very difficult for me to win fights against this guy, who is my primary enemy right now. All right, you're going to go up on them. You're going to go up and flash freeze. Frozen, you're slowed. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, like I take so much damage. All right, well, I'll kill you one way or another. Guess we'll go for him. Not for any particular reason. You can come up here and go for the hero. Start shutting him down. Step you one and let you take shots. That kills him. That kills him. That just occupies. If I cast Shatter Self, does it kill me? Misfortune always really strong. True, but it's definitely something weird is going on with it now. I think I'll just Astral Ward him to give him the static charge. Can't use for one turn. Does that mean you could use it this next turn? Oh, excuse me. You're my phase beast. You're not allowed to go anywhere. I'm collecting you like a little Pokemon. Steadfast Immortal is pretty much useless. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't taken the Steadfast trait because of that. There's no point. It's gonna break. He's done. You might as well go that way because it pushes them together for maximum charge as well. We should cast Battlefield Restoration is what we should cast. Let's put regeneration and haste on everybody. I don't know why I didn't do that earlier. Nice critical hit here. You get on top of them. You get on top of them. Heal up the two of them. Spooky Ghost. Zippy Zaps. Phase Beast. They better not target him. Somehow. I don't know how they would. They're basically all locked down at this point. That gets rid of you. You're gonna come up here and you're gonna graze both of your attacks. You're gonna come over here and you're gonna go for that flank and also graze it. You're gonna come over here, go for a flank and not graze it, thankfully. That Face Beast is somehow free again. And I'm out of mana. God damn it, dudes. All I wanted was that Face Beast. You couldn't give it to me, could you? You couldn't let me have it. All right. Right. It's a phase beast. It phases when you hit it. That would be smart to remember. Well, it's gone now. Oh, that's a really nice ability. I didn't realize that was a move and cast. Boom. Holy moly, what a brawl. Cool map, though. Yeah, my tier 1 units are really starting to struggle. Really starting to struggle quite badly. Versus 9. You know what? I'm just going to say let him go, probably. Or I could bring down you. Yeah, actually, let's just bring down you. I don't mind those already wounded units being re-wounded. Good grief, what a fight. Let's build you a conduit up here because you're desperate for more mana. Now, I don't really want Willbreaker on him. I want Warseeker. So I'm going to have to go down a different set here. We're at level 11. I could just grab a bunch of damage, unyielding, and I think that's what I'll do. $18 Imperium for 5 turns with Marching Winter exploited. Oh man, that's a lot of mana for Flash Freeze as well. Let's take that. All right. Beaten back from the walls. I guess we'll build a mint here and just grab some extra cash.
What?
You've picked up a spell weaver. You need one more spell shield. And that's going to have to be your army.
Alright.
Yeah, the Immortals is really both perks and problems. Having our troops keep coming back is really useful, obviously. But they're struggling to actually outpace the enemy. And it feels like they're really, really slow at getting XP. Like, once I at least start getting these guys to elite, they'll be doing a lot better. Obviously, once I get them to champion, huge difference, killing momentum and everything. Dissonant Weave deals an additional 2 frost and lightning damage and inflicts an additional stack of dissonance. That's going to be very nice. What do you get? Exalted Resistance. I mean, the only reason I got these guys in here is for spell channeling. 20% cheaper spells. And I don't know how well it necessarily works. The problem is that if I don't have any mana to cast the spells, it doesn't do me much good. And I am struggling to stay up on mana. I'm struggling to stay up on Imperium. We at least have a little bit coming in. List of what happened on strategic, just to check who received how much XP. I don't think it, in the after battle report, it'll give you some breakdown of XP. Or it'll just show maybe that like they've leveled up or not. You know what? We'll have to check it on the next battle. I do get the feeling though that the routed units don't get XP. Turn 95. This ally says they're 37 turns away. We're binding a gold wonder. That's going to unlock us the next book 4. So then we got to bind 3 wonders, clear 3 wonders, bind 3 wonders, get the 5th book, and cast the Age of Magic. I still think that I can do that before the seal victory because I think it's very unlikely that they keep all their seals. Very rare that they do. A history list? The event log, I guess. Oh, yeah. XP earned 10. These guys are max levels, so they're not learning any. XP earned 8. No XP earned. 9, 8, 8. No XP earned. No XP earned. And the max level guys don't learn any. So that's exactly it. When they route, they don't get XP. I actually totally forgot you could do that. I totally forgot there was even an event log down here. Okay, dudes. Turn 95. We've beaten back another invasion here down on the Silent Barracks. We're finally at a position now where I think we can start making maybe a play for the Gold Wonders. So I think that's going to be the next goal in the next episode. We're going to go for those. But that's going to be all of it for this episode. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you come back next time.